Welcome back, agents, to another episode of Prime Tips. This time we're talking about something new in the scanner, in addition, the Agent Operation System or Agent Ops System. So it is an addition that evidently they've been working on for a while. It adds a new button and a lot of other stuff if an operation is ongoing. So it opened up around March, well, it's supposed to open up March 18th. It opened up March 17th in 2023 for the MZFPK Hex Quest. So there's a couple hiccups, as there usually is when they introduce something new, but we're going to show you right now where it's at, how it worked. Can't guarantee that it's going to stay that way, but it worked pretty well once it got it going. So let's take a look at it a little bit. So what they started with was the MZFPK Global Anomaly, which just started, and the first event that they had was a global MZFPK Hex Quest. So that Hex Quest had 6 things, or 6 mini-ops, if you want to call it that, or 6 tasks that you needed to complete to get the badge. So the Agent Ops system was really helpful in keeping track of where am I at on each one of those, and then have I completed it. So the op at the time that it was there was these 6 things. You needed to trek 6 kilometers, complete 60 hacks, deploy 60 resonators, deploy 16 mods, earn 60 glyph points, that's glyph hacking, and destroy 24 resonators. So you can see that if you didn't have this system to keep track of what's going on, it might be kind of hard to track how many hacks do I have, how many mods have I deployed, how many glyph hacks, all that stuff would be kind of hard to keep track of. So the Agent Ops system and the Agent Ops button really helps out in doing that. So let's take a look at it from the beginning.
Agent Dewey J in the field. Today we're getting our first look at the Agent Ops button and Agent Ops system. So you'll notice at the top there's something new right next to the avatar. It says mods deployed 0 of 16. So that's the Agent Ops button, and that's how it seems to show up whenever you first bring up the scanner and you haven't done anything with it that day.
Now I want to point out that that's during an active op. It will look different most of the time when there's no op or operation ongoing.
Also, if you go into, by hitting the ops button, you can see there's an Agent Ops that's been added there as well, and it has the little red dot so that you can tell, hey, there's something going on. So either way, you can get to that. I'm going to tap the button there, and you notice that Agent Ops, which right now we're at the beginning of the hexathlon for the XMP, well, I can't remember the letters, but the anomaly that we're in. And so there's some active ops for that hexathlon. Also at the top is the daily hack streak. And that's really nice because it shows you the dates of the actual hack streak. So I'm up to date. It's the 18th, which is the first day. So I should be able to go back, and you'll notice that when I go back, it's still there. I'm going to go ahead and do my hack for the day, just a quick hack. So I get something on the streak. And now when I look at the daily hack streak, it has a check mark so that I have completed that today. It'd be nice if they had the Sojourner up there as well. So here are all of the items that I need to complete for the Hex Quest for the anomaly. And actually the anomalies, they started it early, so it came online yesterday on the 17th, so it was kind of a day ahead. So you'll see there's some distance walked and that kind of stuff. So I'll go out and do a couple of those things, and we'll see how it's reflected here in the active ops. Back in a bit. So my first stop for the day, Mr. Machina, the Machina team, has given me a couple of portals that I can use as part of the operation. I need to get some resonators killed. So you'll notice that when I look at this active ops, one of the things I have is resonators destroyed, 0 for 24. So that's what it's saying right now.
Now, the order, I'm not really sure how they determine the order of the items in the list that you see scrolling up and down. And I didn't find a way that you could say, hey, I'm working on this particular hex quest in this example, and have it show you the progress bar for that. But it does show you one of them that's in there. And you can always go in and check to see which one's which.
No mods displayed or anything like that. So we're going to give it a try and see if that changed. Also, you'll notice that when I hit completed, it doesn't show anything. So let's fire off an L8 burster or 2.
XM reserves 100%.
All right, so that took out, should be 16, because there was 2 of them there. So let's look at our thing, and by golly, there's 16 of them gone. So the response time seems to be pretty good. We're going to do a couple more of these and maybe come back and look at them. But that's how you will see it as you're working.
Yeah, and depending upon the one that you're doing, there might be a little bit of a delay. So, like if, for instance, if there was one there that was trek 6 kilometers, it may not tick right at the point that you get the 6 kilometers. It might be a little bit of a delay. And another point, talking about Machina here, Machina was really helpful, for me at least, in this Hex quest, because they were around and I could use them for destroying resonators and that kind of stuff. In my particular area, kind of a rural area, I would have had to gone quite a distance to find an enemy portal. But let's continue.
Okay, a couple of other things to note on the Agent Ops button and the bar. There is an indicator bar, a progress bar there. Also notice one other change, that whenever I install a mod, so let's just throw a shield in there, and you'll notice that it gives me the information about that shield or what I put in. So the last one I put in is 160 meters and it has 30 shielding. So I got plenty of them. Let's throw in an S-ball. So it stays on the screen and it tells me what that mod does.
And that might be kind of confusing. It's not so much the mod that is installed that it's looking at, it's the mod that you are looking at in the carousel. So if you have installed the mod that you're looking at in the carousel, that's what it's going to add to the portal. Not so much, I mean, you could be looking at other things. I could be looking at, say, a turret and not have a turret in there, but that doesn't mean it's going to have that effect on the portal.
Its range, its shielding, and all that other information. That's kind of new. We go all the way back, and you notice that now, under the Agent Ops, I have my indicator bars gone a little bit further, and it lets me know kind of how far along I am. And so resonators destroyed, but you notice I've got 16 resonators deployed, and you have to get 60 of them, and my hack numbers. So we'll just keep working on this. I got mod deployed 4, so we'll see what it does when we get to one of those completed. Back in a bit.
And you'll notice that each one of those sub-ops, or in that case, Hex Quest, has its own indicator bar so that you get kind of a percentage of how far along you are on that particular sub-quest, if you want to say it that way. So,
okay, glyph hack points is the one I'm working on, but just to show how that all kind of works, because I don't know if I really talked about it, you have to get all of it correct to get those glyph hack points. So I'm going to purposefully miss this glyph hack. It shouldn't be too tough. Get this one wrong.
One.
2 to 3.
Power cube.
You notice that my glyph hack points did not go up. So you only get those glyph hack points if you complete that glyph hack 100%. So, although you get more glyph hack points if you successfully glyph hack a, let's say, level 6 or level 8 If you suck at glyph hacking like I do, it might be more advantageous to just glyph hack a bunch of low-level portals, 1 or 2, that you can get, maybe level 3 or 4, and you'll build up those points quicker than if you are trying, level 8 portals and you're missing and missing and missing and missing. You won't get anything out of it. Okay, going on.
And that's a point that the higher the level that you're glyph hacking, the more glyph hack points you are going to get. So like level 8 glyph hack, I believe, is 15 glyph hack points. So for this particular Hex quest, you could have done 4 L8s, and if you glyphed them perfectly, you were done because you had your 60 glyph hack points. But, me being in a rural area, there's no real L8s around other than L8 Machina portals, and you can't really glyph hack those. So in my case, I had to look for 4s and 5s to hack, and it took longer, but I would still get there because I could do those glyph hacks. So again, it depends upon what's in the quest as to how you can run up those numbers quicker.
Okay, our last thing with mission ops, and you notice that I've got hacks 59 out of 60. So the next hack should complete that quest, and it should complete the quest above it, which is the Hex quest for all 6 of those items. So I should be completing that quest.
Yeah, and it's very possible that you could be completing 2 or 3 of those subquests with 1 action. So in this case, I would be completing 2 with that 1 action.
Notice under completed, it shows all the other things that I had to do to get to this point, so I can see that. So 1 hack, and I should be at 60 hacks, and that should take me to 6, and that will probably also complete a badge. So you might see the MZFPK badge pop up at the end of this. So let's see what it does when you complete an operation. Here we go.
Portal key resonating. Good work. XM reserves 100%.
So there's 10,000 there. There's the noise.
So that noise, again, just as a point, that noise would be really nice if there's a op that you're not taking an action that you know that you completed. Like this, I just did the hack, so I know it's there, but maybe it's like walking, or maybe it's something that deals with time or something along those lines. So that's where the headsets come in, and it might be able to say, hey, yeah, I've got that one finished.
And when I go back to active ops, nothing's there. Completed, there's everything. So I don't see that there's any fanfare. And I don't see that it has anything that indicates that the bigger has been completed, although it's there it is, and it is completed. So I don't think there's anything special. And it does seem to be kind of strange that it's leaving behind the hack 60 of 60, which was the last thing that I completed. So there you have it. That is the mission ops button and menus.
Yeah, and in this particular case, the badge didn't tick for a little while, so it took a little while before it ticked and became available in the scanner. So it's possible that there might have something happen that you don't see reflected in the agent ops system when you get a badge or get a level or maybe something along those lines. So it's a really handy system to keep track of where you're at with an operation. I don't foresee it being a system that agents can use. So if we're doing an operation, say a fielding operation, and my job is that I need to, take out 2 or 3 portals, or maybe I need to deploy on a certain portal and make a link. That would be real handy if that was something that we could use within the scanner system itself. But honestly, There's all kinds of tools out there that I'm sure both factions are using and are very familiar with that does that kind of thing. But I will say the design is rather nice and it would be handy. So what happens when an operation is not in play during op downtime? Well, you will still kind of have that agent op button so far as we see now. I don't know if it'll disappear. Actually, right now is the day after the Hex Quest, and they're having a few little glitches with it as they're clearing out things. When the operation is completely done, you would come back and you would look at ops that are completed and ops that are active, and both of those will be empty. So that button may still be there in the line of buttons on the top right hand side. Again, that makes it easy so that you can check to see if your hack streak has been completed for the day. Again, I really wish Sojourner was in there because that's the one that is really difficult to keep track of. So that's the Agent Ops system. I hope you get to use it, and maybe I'll see you in the field sometime soon. See you later, agents.